Well, hello, and welcome to my blind playthrough of The Outer Worlds. You guys are going to have to excuse my voice this episode. I have the flu, and I just sound super sickly, so I apologize. But, yeah, in this episode, we are going to be looking for a missing person, and we're going to be checking out this community on the edge of the settlement and seeing what they're all about and seeing if we want to side with them or the main city. So let's get right on into it. I hope you enjoy. All right, so I kind of want to keep going this way, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because we haven't actually explored this area over here. I want to see how far this goes. It looks like it actually ends up stopping somewhere up here. There might be something worthwhile checking out over here. I feel like we should see what, I think we should see what's over here. Oh, we got some mechanical stuff going on over here. Looks like the bridge collapsed. Oh, we found the geothermal plant. Oh, this is where we need to go for the other thing, right? You know what, since we're here, we should probably just go ahead and start working on this, right? So we can make this the active thingy, right? And then while we're in there, we can also grab the thingamabob, right? The other thing we were looking for was this, divert power from geothermal plant. Oh wait, but before we do this, before we head into the geothermal plant. Okay, so we need to talk to Adelaide actually before we do this, because I definitely also wanted to do that. So where is... Yeah, here we go. This one. All the way over here. All right, let's start walking. Let's start walking. Oh, it looks like, oh, that's so cute. Look, the river goes into a cave over here. I kind of want to, we're gonna go spelunking, chat. Oh shit, wait, there's got hostiles. Fuck. Get wrecked. Could you not? Could you not, please? Oh, get wrecked. I just cut off its face! I just cut off its fucking face.
That's the last of them.
I sliced off its face, chat. Holy shit, did y'all fucking see that? Did y'all fucking see it? Look, his face is gone. Just straight up gone. That was gnarly. Okay. All right. Hey, look at this. This is gorgeous. I love this. You know what this reminds me of? So if you ever go to Belize, if you ever go to the country of Belize, you have to go cave tubing. It's so much fun. They have a lot of rivers that go through the mountains, and they've carved out these massive caves. And you can actually get on like a tube, a water tube, and just kind of float through it. It's kind of like a lazy river, but like the most beautiful natural lazy river you'll ever see in your entire life. And it's really, really, really pretty. I highly recommend. No. Oh dear. Oh dearest me. Okay, so that's not great. How can is there any way to disable these things, I wonder? Is there any way to disable these? Ow. Fuck me. Well, I guess that's one way. I mean, I guess we could throw our companions onto the mines. What do you think of that, Parvati? What do you think of that one?
Easy.
Ooh, journal. Okay, hold up. Let's see where this journal is real quick. Yeah, this is it. Can I read it? No? It might be okay, it might just be something I have to return to somebody. I don't know. All right, so we're back here in Edgewater, and I think I want to talk to the Vicar, or whatever the fuck his
I've
name
always
is.
felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Hello. Oh, she's gonna stay here.
Something you need?
I noticed you mention your dad a lot, but never your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her.
You mean she's dead?
I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
That's fucked up. That's inhuman.
It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
You mentioned something earlier I wanted to ask you about.
You mean about the mission being too clean?
Isn't it supposed to be clean? It's a church.
I know, but Vicar says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicar sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
Interesting. You're a mechanic. Whenever you see a machine, it's in need of fixing.
Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
In the bar, you asked if I was a drinker.
Sorry. I know, it's none of my business.
I like to drink now and again.
It's not like I think it a failing, mind. It's just I live right across the road. Most nights I watch folks out my window. When they come in here, they might be happy or sad. Mostly they're tired. When they leave, they're mad at themselves. Or they stumble into the alley and I listen to their hearts breaking.
Jesus Christ. That's sad. I can't abide someone who can't handle their liquor. Oh, that's mean. Are you safe living across from this place? No, I'm gonna say, sounds like folks here live hard lives.
Maybe so. But we don't think on it that way.
Alright, let's get back to it. Alright, oh, hello.
Talking to the good vicar always lifts up my spirits.
If you say so. Cool story, bruh. Is this a church or something? What is this?
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess? You ain't thinking of deserting, are you?
What? No. And I resent the accusation.
Wasn't nothing but a question. Do excuse me.
I must be on my way. Verity to you.
I wonder if verity to you is like a polite way of saying fuck you around here. Kind of like how the South has that bless your heart. Oh, hey, I found the vicar. Wow. It's a really nice office he has.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
What sort of spiritual advice do you offer here?
They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing.
God damn.
No. How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands.
Wow. Seriously, that's what you're selling here?
Selling? No. It is free for all who seek it. I'm sorry you don't find these tried and true words of wisdom to your liking.
Oh, he doesn't approve. He does not approve. Wait, what is this? What is this? What does this do? Oh, it shows you... Jack Ingoff! It shows you the history. I like that. I was actually asking what your religion was all about.
The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan.
How do you talk to this grand architect? Prayer, meditation, or what?
You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us.
Aha. Interesting. Doesn't sound like a very motivational religious philosophy. What's there to aspire to?
We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle in the universe and its trajectory, we will know everything. The future, the past, each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace. No one will ever need question their path again. Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to grand architects ourselves, after a fashion.
Really? How does that work? Tell me more!
Well, first there's the matter of the secret blood rites and animal sacrifices.
Oh.
I'm kidding. Seriously, though, to truly understand the metaphysics involved takes years of study and contemplation.
Provided wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Can I get out of here? I actually didn't want to do this. Fix a geothermal plant.
That seems well within your expertise.
The way we do it's by cutting off power to the others. The ones who left.
Adelaide McDevitt's encampment. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
What do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Just talk everybody into coming together. I'll keep that in mind.
If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Good to know. Why is that? Probably because of the mechanical stuff, right?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
I'm pretty sure we might have already gotten it, right? You know, seems to me the authorities would be interested to hear you're after this contraband tech.
On the contrary, my position means that I am one of the few legally allowed to possess such items. But do not worry. You'll be safe since you are acting on my behalf.
Make a compelling argument.
Glad we see eye to eye. It's a handwritten journal. A faded
We already
blue
got
cover
it.
with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
We already got it. I'm gonna keep it, though. I need to know a little bit more about this before I agree to this.
It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
Yeah, we're gonna
That's
leave.
understandable. If you change your mind, let me know.
Because someone else might want it, right? Do we actually have this in our journal right now? We don't. So I guess there's nobody else to turn it into, right? Oh, you know what? Actually, oh, what if? Wait. I'm gonna keep this in mind. What if the people that left would be interested in the book, right? Maybe that would be the case. We should find out, I think. Let's go to the botanical place and see how they feel about this. Let's see how they feel about this. Where are we going? Where are we going? Objective. That's all the way out there. Okay. All right. Let's fast travel over here, and then we'll head over to the botanical place. So there's a community center. This is where we need to be going. And maybe they'll want this book. If they don't want the book, I don't really see the harm in handing it over to the vicar. Because, I mean, sure, like, it's a heretical text, which means it's probably against capitalism or whatever the fuck, you know? But if nobody else wants it, then I just see it as easy money, you know? Why do I feel like I'm about to meet Poison Ivy?
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
Okay, we're gonna save here.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Look for Adelaide. I need some answers.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Looking for the geothermal plant? Know anything about it?
A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide.
Plant.
If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Okay. Where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
I thought she was gonna send me to a bathhouse. I'll get out of your hair.
Much obliged.
Actually, wait.
Thought I told you to move along.
Yeah, do you need help with the marauders? What's your problem?
Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another.
Who's been wandering out of your camp?
Got anything in you besides questions? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
I'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
All right, so we got a new side quest. You have to search her house. Should I say this? This is horrible. Unless marauders got her, then parts of her could be in a lot of places. All right, I'm gonna say it.
Could do without the gallows humor.
Oh man, she didn't like that. Okay. All right, I'll leave you be. All right, so now we need to find Adelaide, but first I kind of want to take a look around town since we've never been here before. Let's see what we've got here. All right, actually, before we do the main quest, let's do the side quest. You know how I am about these fucking side quests. Let's do it up. So where's her house? Her house is here. Okay, that's convenient. Checking the toilet. Are there any clues in her toilet? Fucking gross. Oh, here we go. Hello. That's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'ams. And would you like another's? I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake. Because I've always hated the cannery, and I don't think I'll ever have to look back to this journal many years hence and tell myself, oh wow, I did hate the Veil once, didn't I? Because I got sick. Everybody gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and I grabbed a little too much adrenatime. Not really a crime. I gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to personal responsibility and surviving by one's own bootstraps? Oh, but you misappropriate one box of adrenatime and suddenly you're committing larceny. Interesting. Okay, what's this? Well, today's the day, Zoe. Today is the day you take your destiny into your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about the Marauder threat. Bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in camps out in the hills, warming themselves by the light of barrel fires. Probably mounted the heads of their enemies on spikes as a warning to folk like me. Living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. I bet they could take the whole region if they were organized. I've been tucking away some of Adelaide's food, and I've got some spare cans of saltuna. Should last me a couple weeks if I ration. Got some adrenatime too. Everybody loves adrenatime, even Marauders, right? I got odds those Marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple syringes of adrenatime before their eyes. This is gonna be great. Look out, Terra, too. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm gonna have a whole gang of Marauders at my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some Rizos. Oh, you foolish, foolish person. There really is gonna be pieces of her everywhere. Good news. Okay, this is before, because last page was 22. This is page 18. Good news. I'm alive, starting to feel a little better too. There's a group of deserters living out in the old botanical labs. They found a way to grow some food, or something that passes for food anyway. Adelaide boiled a pot of something green and leafy and told me to drink it twice a day for my symptoms, I suppose. Tastes atrocious, but I've been feeling better. It's nice to be away from the cannery. The labs have just enough power to run an ether wave. So, an ether wave? Is this Final Fantasy XIV all of a sudden? I've been catching up on my serial dramas. Masked Marketer, what would I do without you? I'd go crazy, most likely. Crack up, murder all my neighbors, or run screaming into the hills like some wild marauder? I don't know. That doesn't sound too bad. I can see myself leading a cadre of marauders. A band of bandits? Wait, that doesn't sound right. Band of bandits? What would we call ourselves? The Formidable 14? The 100 Hooligans? Featuring Zoe, Bandit Queen? Okay, so this is like when she got her idea, and then she actually ended up following through on it a few days later. I can steal a poster. Excuse me. Yoink! Don't judge me, Parvati. Don't fucking judge me. She's probably dead anyway. She's not gonna need it anymore. Oh my god, it's an average run-of-the-mill chicken. It's a cock, chat! Chat, look at my cock! Oh.
Nice one!
I didn't mean to do it! I did. It was an accident! It was an accident! I didn't mean to press the button! I didn't mean to! No! That poor thing, where did it even go? Where did it go? It just disappeared. Oh my god, I feel so bad. I feel so bad. I really honestly didn't mean to kill it. It flew all the way over here. Look at this poor thing, it's mangled. I'm a monster. Hey, if I took a sword to the cock, does that mean I circumcised it? Daganmar asking the real questions here. All right, so we're in here now.
It's so pretty.
It is pretty. It's a beautiful plant. Oh, it's Adelaide. I guess we should talk to her.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Is this your greenhouse?
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
Surprised you managed to grow anything out here.
The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer.
Special fertilizer, she says. This lady's going around shitting everywhere. I don't see any fucking cows outside, do you? She's going around fucking shitting all over the place. Look at that grin. Look at that grin she's wearing. Looks like you've made a home for yourself out here.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
Why did you leave your old home?
It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Reed asked you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator. I need it to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant,
You found that regulator.
you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Right, chat? Maybe. Maybe. What have you got against the town? Actually, I don't even need to ask that. I already know. I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Right.
You hungry?
Oh, hello.
We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout, too. Something I can help you with?
I'm told your number's gone missing.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
She acting strange before she disappeared.
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper.
I already figured that out.
She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
What happened on the day Zoe disappeared?
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics.
Good God.
Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
What was that? What is that about surprising Zoe?
The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
We could use that to bring her back if she's still alive. Hold on, there's something
Hey,
else.
I got time.
What are you selling?
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
All right. Your merchant skill is equal to the value of your best dialogue skill. Oh, I like that. And is used to negotiate prices. Okay. Okay, so he doesn't just have meat. He actually has, like, actual useful stuff, too. Can probably do with selling some things, though. Although, I heard that it's actually better to break stuff down that you don't need into simple components. We might end up doing that instead. All right, so I think we're going to end up stealing the power thingy from the town instead, because fuck that asshole up there at the top of the tower, you know? But yeah, in the meantime, we're gonna find Zoe. Let's find Zoe. Let's find Zoe and let's see what she's all about. All right, we got some friendos up here. I might just kind of rush into this, especially if we are noticed. Ow. Fuck! Bavardi, no! Where is he? He's over there. Oh, you're about to get fucked, sir. You're about to get fucked in the asshole. Come here. I'm not done with you, sir. I'm not done with you. Thank you. Okay, that worked. Barely, but it worked. All right, looks like we're coming up on Zoe. Should be right up ahead. Gonna try to be all sneaky like.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
Yeah, I have to make sure there's no traps or anything.
Come out and play.
Oh, no. There's mines everywhere. It's a goddamn minefield. Are you kidding me right now? Fuck. He got me. Okay.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
Okay, yeah. That did not go well. That did not go well. We're gonna try again, though. Actually, can we come in here? I might be able to do something here. If anything, I funnel them in. Although there's two entrances, so.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can funnel them in here. Now, how about you get wrecked? Fucking hell.
Nice.
Go. There we go. That takes care of you.
Oh, no.
Is that it? Did we just do it? Did we just fucking do it? Suck my dick, you fucks. Yep. Oh. So you're the person we're looking for? Yeah.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
You're Zoe, your people are looking for you.
What, you mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
I need you to clarify something for me.
I'm great at clarifying.
Are you a prisoner here?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
I'm impressed. How did you pull it off?
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
How are you even alive?
I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma.
Why did you leave camp?
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them.
There was someone else, actually.
I've got all the time in Halcyon.
I've been sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
Oh wow, my intimidate actually isn't high enough. You should go back. People are worried.
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me.
Stefan's planning to surprise you with an wait, I'm gonna do this. Yeah. What about Stefan? You two were friends.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Also, he could carry on a conversation, unlike these hooligans. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Yeah. Take care. All right, we did it. We convinced her to go back. Yay. Let's loot this place dry before we go, right? Take everything that's not nailed down. Ew, I picked that up. It's like sitting right by the fucking toilet. Also, look at this. The toilet's literally right next to the shower. That's an interesting design choice. That's interesting.
What is it?
I talked Zoe into coming back.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
Something about wanting to be an outlaw. I'd rather not get into it.
You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble.
Oh.
Let me know if I can do something for you.
No thanks. No, thank you. Hey! All right, so we got to level up, and apparently we get companion perks. So your companion is leveled up and can be granted a new perk. Go to the companion page. Okay, let's go ahead and take care of that now before I forget, because I probably will forget. Okay, so and there's different tiers, just like our perks, except they have 5 tiers instead of 3. There's fewer overall though. So, all right. Increase your engineering skill when Parvati is in the party. Sneaky. Decrease the amount of threat this companion generates when attacking enemies, making them less likely to attack this companion. I kind of like that because she's a little bit squishy, right? She's a little bit squishy, and so if they don't focus on her so much, they'll focus on me, and I'm squishy too, but hopefully that changes in the future. So we might end up going with sneaky. Increase the amount of threat this companion generates, so then they would go after her. I don't think we want that. She'd go down too fast. Oh, but healthy. I like that. I like that. Because that increases her base health. That means she'll be up longer. I'm going to do that. We'll do that. All right, so it's an odd number level up, so we don't have a perk, but we can spend some skills, and I'm kind of feeling like we need to be doing a lot more damage with our weapons. We also need it. Although we had a dialogue option that was locked, surprisingly, so maybe we do actually increase our dialogue some more. I'll do like 2 points into dialogue. Okay. And another one, just for good measure. And then, let me see here. We are 3 away from doing the competent in one-handed melee, and since I am using that, I think I will do that. There we go, we unlocked that. And then for defense, the block skill provides armor rating while holding melee weapon and can allow a perfect block. So this does actually provide bonus to armor rating. +4 armor rating when using a melee weapon. But when you add some, does it... I don't know at what point it adds even more, you know what I mean? Now it's +5. So I don't know, like, it... Maybe it's every 5 points? Oh yeah, because it's 25 right now. So every 5 points, it adds a +1 to your armor rating when you have a melee weapon. I'm pretty happy with this spread. We got to 40 on one-handed melee, unlocking competent, and we increased our armor rating with melee, and we increased our dialogue a little bit here. We increased scramble duration, and we're almost at competent with persuade. So this is pretty good. We're gonna apply. Yep, let's go. Okay, I'm actually gonna go ahead and spend that perk. I decided, like, I think the healthy perk, that's pretty safe. It's pretty safe. Even if we can't respec her in the future, I think that's not too bad. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, go ahead and hit those like and subscribe buttons. I would really appreciate it. Doing that actually helps other people find the channel and helps the channel grow. So it really, really helps me out a lot, and it would really mean a lot to me. So thank you so much. See you next time.